Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today is a day that I drop some makeup content, and not just a little 60-second 30-second video. I'm actually dropping a 10-minute banger on how to highlight and contour your face, but more so how to contour, because sometimes you ever see your face and you be like, oh my god, I did everything right, but it still looks flat. I'm gonna show you how to take it from flat to all of that in a bag of chips. Let's go. Okay, so I was about to introduce myself, but the video has already started. Okay, I'm still trying to find my flow. So first things first, you want to start off with your skin prepped and then adding in your foundation. And I'm just saying now, if you want to be beat, get you a full coverage foundation like this one. So once you have your foundation on, you want to start with contouring the face first. Okay, wait, back it up. Not contouring the face, but you want to start off with concealing the face. So you want to conceal where the sun hits your face the most. Underneath your eyes, down the bridge of your nose, your forehead, your chin, places like that. Places where light will typically hit. Right now, I'm using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC42. Actually, I think I ran out. So it was like a mix of NC42 and like a drop of NC30 because y'all was running low. Now with my blend set repeat brushes, yes, y'all have some brushes, and these brushes are the best. To know me is to know that I do not mess with a sponge. A sponge is going to soak up every single drop of your product. So I am a brush girly through and through. So right now I'm using my Press Pro, the F22 brush. This brush is really great for creams, liquids, blending out concealer, foundation, anything creamy. This is your girl. Whenever you're blending, be sure to blend from the outer corner, so like the edge of the concealer, and then bring it to the end. Because if you start from the inside and then work your way back like towards your cheek, it's going to be blown out and messy. Start from the outside and then work your way up. Now, even though I don't use a sponge, I still use my sponge-like technique with my brushes, which means we are not swiping that brush as though we're painting. What we're doing, we're going to press it into the skin. Press it as though it is a sponge, even though it's not. Now, before we move into the contouring part, make sure that everything is blended out. Make sure that your concealer is flat. There are no like jagged edges. Everything is smoothed. Now, I know my brows up top, I'm just now saying this, my brows up top are not blended, but if you can see yours, be sure to blend out those harsh edges and on top of your brow. If you don't blend out good enough, these are the places where it's going to show up the most. So don't be lazy. Now, moving right along, we're going to hop into the contour. Now, I just showed you options to contour. You can either use a cream or a liquid. Me personally, I love to use a darker color concealer because it's just more pronounced to me. Now, this part is very important. Whenever you're applying your contour, you want to start up high. If you drag your contour down too low, it's going to look muddy and your face is going to look long and droopy, and we don't want that. So keep it high. Okay, we are now 3 minutes in this video and I have yet to introduce myself. So hello everybody, my name is Fatima, aka Fatima the MUA, and I am from Dallas, Texas, and I am just a girl who loves to do makeup. And honestly, not just makeup, I just love all things beauty. So I love a good hair moment, I love makeup, I love wellness, I just like everything, and I just like making things look cute. Now when it comes to makeup, I am not very experimental. I'm very much a tried and true girly. I feel like I've done all that in my younger days. Oh my god, not my younger days, but I feel like I've done all that, and right now I'm in an era where I just like my natural, cute little soft lamb. And I may just wear that to the grave. Woo, no time soon, Lord. Okay, so I'm a Taurus. I love to eat. My favorite color is whatever looks good on me at the moment. So if orange look good on me at the moment, orange would be my favorite color. Okay, pause. Really quick, get into this contour. Now, before we blend out our contour, you want to grab your small brush. I'm using my F227 and spray it with a little bit of setting spray. You don't need a lot because you don't want it to break down the makeup. So lightly mist it and then begin to blend. Also, peep how I am pressing it into my skin. I am not spreading it. I'm not swiping it. I am pressing it as if it's a sponge. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah. Okay, so the most important part, family. I am married. I have been married almost 5 years now. Oh my God, I cannot believe it. Almost 5 years married. I met my man at work, but that's a story for another day, okay? We went from work husband to real husband in real life, real time. Let's go. Now, my man is 12 years my senior, but I love it like that. I like mine's nice and grown, very mature, very secure in himself. I love that for him. Now, when it comes to children, we have 3. I have 2 and he has 1. So together we have a cute blended family of 3. My oldest will be 16 soon. Y'all, I'm gonna have a 16-year-old. Like, what the hell? Why do I have a 16-year-old? Excuse me, being grown for no reason. Ladies, Girlies, listen to your mother. Leave them men's alone. Books over boys. Knowledge over frolic. I know that don't rhyme, but you get it. Now, I know I'm new here on YouTube, but I actually started my influencing / beauty online community, whatever you want to call it, during COVID. Like, I took full advantage of the pandemic, and I just kept up the momentum and just kept it going because that was a time. Although traumatizing, that was a time. Now, at the start of it, I was working at Morphe. Back when Morphe had stores in person, I was working there. And that's where my love and my knowledge of influencing and online creators came from. I can't even front. My first palette that I seen was the James Charles palette, and I was just so intrigued. Like, what do you mean this person online have a community and a big enough community to have their own makeup brand? What? To me, that was just insane. Now, mind you, this was before all the stuff came out. Like, I don't know who doing what with who. I don't know about all that. I'm not on that side of the internet. So I just thought the palette was cute. And I was like, dang, this seems attainable and achievable. Also, working at Morphe, I've seen so many other influencer rollouts. I was like, wow, people really do this. And also, this was like the end of 2019, beginning of 2020. And that's when I really decided to get very creative with the looks. Okay, now back to the face. I did go in and I double concealed. So every place that I had the concealer at first, I went back in and added some more. And the reason being is because I like for my under eye to be bright. And also, I love full coverage. If you're spending all this money on foundation and concealer and powder and all this stuff, girl, cake it. Apply it. Use it. Don't be stingy with it. Now, I know I've been saying this since the beginning of this video, but you need to blend it in. I know online, on reels and short little clips, all you see is like the 30-second clips. There is a lot of elbow grease and blending and back and forth that goes on behind the scenes. So take your time. You are in no rush unless you are. And if you are in a rush and you're not blending good enough, it's going to look like it. So slow it down. And did I mention I'm using my F227, my Press Pro Mini? That's going to get into all these little creases and right underneath the eye. Now, once everything is blended and smooth, it should look just like this. And if it does not look like this, you must go back and blend some more. Because if you try to set this and it's not blended, that's where the cakiness comes in. So slow it down and blend it. Okay, perfect. Now moving along. Our cream is done. Everything is flat and smooth. Now you want to go in and set your liquid with your powder. Now, because this video was just for contouring and bronzing, I had set my face off camera. So I used my either One Size or Huda Beauty. I believe it's my One Size translucent powder, and I went over the places where I had concealer with my translucent powder. And then I went over my bronzer or my contour with my MAC pressed foundation powder, I believe, in NW53. Now, once you go over your contour with your bronzer or your powder shade, it's very important that you go from your eyeshadow and then blend that into your nose contour. So if you use bronzer for your eyeshadow shade, that's fine. Just go ahead and blend it from your eyeshadow onto the bridge of your nose. Me personally, I use a liquid eyeshadow and then I go over it with like a bright or like a light orange. But whatever you do, make sure that it's not too dark, because if it's too dark, it's going to make your nose look burnt and just very unnatural. And if it looks like that, you did not learn that from me. Now, lastly, before we dust off the setting powder underneath our eyes and just on top of our concealer, you want to go in and add your blush. Now, the same brush that I was using earlier, my F22, this can also be used with powder, which I learned by accident. And that's why I be saying makeup has no rules. The only rule is to not have a rule. A brush can be used for multiple things. So even if a brush is made for eyeshadow or foundation, that's subjective. Do and use what works best for you. Okay, and last but not least, we are in the home stretch here, y'all. Hopefully yours looks just like this and it's blended and it's smooth. So take a step back, look in the mirror, check yourself out. Is it given? What is it given? Are we good? Okay, if we are, it is now time for the final step. Grab your favorite setting or fixing spray. I don't care what brand it is, but always shake your setting spray. Sometimes things can get settled in the bottom, and sometimes ingredients can spray whites if you don't shake it up. So be sure to shake it. And also, you ain't got to make it rain. A few sprays will work just fine. A little goes a very long way. Now, if your makeup is not moving and it don't matter how much setting spray you spray, it still looks cakey, that means you used too much powder. Rewind the video. But if you looking like this, baby, you did a good job. I'm proud of you. Now, this is a finished look. Very cute, very toasty, very summer. I know we are in the dead of winter, but it's never too cold to be bronzy. So I hope that you liked my video as much as I loved making it. But if you want to see more, please be sure to follow me on my Instagram at Fatima the MUA or on my TikTok at Fatima the MUA1. Okay, well, I'm out. Bye, y'all.